Obviously, I'm more about Addo daily update so. And they about 12 ha. Na ne nyina ne say Kwasi Prat ko pie mu dwumadi friend Alaji Sena and a host session. No say IGP ya saki na wie kra. Ya saki no awie kra about to I was dating in AP. And or check the reason behind say ya say IGP Dampare and to me boa MPP for to what in a legal way for them to win this election. Kwasi Prat period Sanoka. Because the entire all kasa ne say yen nyina nim say IGP Dampare why are there with this election why do a man for boy but in terms of what illegal say all bo mama reggae election and was enunti ya sake no kura wi date nyina pie all my date say Dampare enko because the reason is when to me amwa man reggae election abuso enko te Kwasi Prat junior comrade Kwasi Prat and sema na all can na or cause a mobilization of thousands and over policemen or mobilize for the what agenda because in na MPP agenda be say anything about me say it is possible because no more agenda be say a mobile reggae election by using the state security and state institution like the electoral commission but agenda na no mo ni nyina ntimi amam enti na IGP ho akoko nje Kwasi Prat na mra fa comment hye wo no ye beken kan I daily uhwe nyina no like call like na dwuma de ni ko akiri na wo hye na onwa bi sa aka bi because Empire daily update afi na ye de nsem ne bebreba because free na copim 7 January na chi enye mo mo hye plot about Mahama say just a lot yenko tie Kwasi Prat junior na emra me ni nkomo
give you a live. Come on, Kwasi Prat.
Well, yesterday, especially last night, there were very troubling developments in this country. And myself and a few friends spent a lot of time monitoring these developments. By early morning yesterday, there was a rumor that the Inspector General of Police was about to be dismissed. And in our cross-checking, it did come out that there were some who were actually pushing for the dismissal of the Inspector General of Police. And the main reason for that was that the Inspector General of Police had refused to provide security for the illegal collation of results. Now, clearly, the collation of results for which the Inspector General of Police had refused to provide security was illegal. One, because it has no foundation in law. The recollation of results had no foundation in law. And worse still, the National Democratic Congress had sought an injunction from the High Court to restrain the Electoral Commission from collating the results. Somehow, yesterday, a judge of the High Court ruled that the illegal collation of results could proceed. And somehow, it's difficult to explain, the IGP continues to be in office up till now. What is interesting is that following the decision of the High Court, the 5th Battalion of Infantry was given orders to protect installations of the Electoral Commission and the person of the chairperson of the Electoral Commission last night. Indeed, armored vehicles were moved to her house for her protection, and some soldiers from 5BN were moved to provide protection for the installation of the Electoral Commission. Then we came across also an order issued by a senior police officer, not the Inspector General of Police, and that is very significant, for the mobilization of 5,000 policemen 5,000 policemen and women from all over the country into the capital today to protect installations of the Electoral Commission. 5,000 policemen and women. I mean, an incredible development. Now, for those who are busy mobilizing policemen and soldiers to aid them in whatever enterprise they are taking upon themselves, I have news for you. It is the same soldiers and policemen you were mobilizing who were leaking the information. All the others are on social media as we speak. All the instructions which were issued are on social media as we speak. How can I get to the source? If the policemen and soldiers were happy with what we were putting them up to. Now, for the purpose of collating results of two constituencies, policemen from all over the country were being redeployed to Accra. The obvious implication is that we are leaving security gaps across the country. Somebody must begin to think. Somebody must begin to think. What happened last night was disgraceful. It did not take into account national security considerations and so on. It was just focused on achieving a narrow parochial objective of a defeated political party. And I feel sad that what happened last night did happen. You know, troop movements, and Dr. Tonedu has been defense minister before, is something which should be done sparingly. You can't read the mind of the soldier. Can you? You can't. So if you give them the opportunity to move and so on, God knows where it's going to end. But our leaders sometimes are so stupid. Unfortunately, sometimes our leaders are so stupid. They do things which may not be in their interest. Everybody knows that in this last election, at least if you take the presidential vote, the gap is almost 1.6 million votes. Almost, or at least 1.6 million votes was the gap. Everybody knows that this party in government has been so disgracefully humiliated in the election and so on. If you are moving troops, you should be careful. Because the credibility is gone. Your credibility is completely gone. You don't move troops. When you wake up in the morning, if you pray, I don't pray, but if you pray that 7 January comes quickly so that you can exit. You don't create conditions which can upset the status quo now, if you are sensible. But unfortunately, last night, all of these things happened. And I'm worried. I'm worried because in the run-up to the elections, we were assured by government and others close to government that as for the military, they would not be involved in the elections at all. Were we not assured? Why were we given that assurance? There must be a reason why we're given that assurance. Now, how come that last night somebody made a decision to involve the military in the election processes? How come? I can't understand. But you see, Senna, be that as it may, this recollation of results, I can't believe it. As I sit here, I can't believe that any judge worthy of his or her title can decide that the recollation of election results should continue in the manner in which has been prescribed. If you read the law governing elections, collation is done at designated collation centers. Designated collation centers only. That's what the law says. Now, we have moved ballot papers from regions, taking them completely to other regions. The first instance was at the police training school. Now, the ballot papers are being moved from other regions to Accra. What is the law which makes that possible? Somebody should tell me the law which makes that possible. Who says that it's okay to do that? Then we are told by the Electoral Commission that these results are going to be recollated because the presiding officers in the collation centers were intimidated to declare the results. Intimidated. What does that mean? Were some people holding guns to their heads? How were they intimidated? We are not told. You understand? Now, interestingly, yesterday, on social media, videos of the declarations in most of the disputed collation centers were put out. And it was clear that those declarations were so peaceful. Those declarations, in fact, did not involve any intimidation. In fact, there was jubilation at those collation centers and so on. I mean, Tema, I saw the video on Tema
Central.
Tema Central. I saw the presiding officer declare the results. No sign of intimidation. So what is happening? And I'm told, I hope it is true, I'm told that in court, the presiding judge refused to accept those videos as evidence. That's what I'm told. The videos will show that the results were collated and declared peacefully. In any case, the declaration of results is the last stage of a process. The last stage of a process. The results are counted in the public view. They are recorded on paper. They are signed by all the political parties or their representatives before the presiding officer makes a declaration. At what stage did the intimidation come in? At the point of counting? At the point of recording them on paper? Or just at the point of declaration? Because if the pink sheet is the basis of a declaration, why would anybody intimidate anybody to declare results? I can't understand this rigmarole. I can't understand this circus which is unfolding before our eyes. But then that is a claim, okay? Then we are also told about the need for consistency in the application of the law. And I recall 4 years ago, when there were complaints, even in Techiman South, where people died, people were shot and so on, for recollation of results. And the Electoral Commission's position was that you can't do that. Once the results have been declared, if you are not satisfied with the declaration of results, go to court. The same Electoral Commission today is telling us that, oh no, we will not just recollate, we will carry the ballot boxes from wherever the collation was done, bring them all the way to Accra, mobilize 5,000 policemen and women to come and protect us, engage in an illegality. I can't believe this. There's no consistency. No consistency at all. Not a shred of consistency in what is happening. Now, Senna, if you mobilize 5,000 armed men, what for? 5,000 armed men.
IGP and all kind of say because IGP Dampare not our agenda be say, and I say now MPP for set agenda be man say over the or more reggae election community reggae election Dampare will continue be the word Dampare, and as also I what Inspector General of Police. But the agenda is when to me boa masami shiwe number suntino. Sorry, letter any data about Bontin say IGP Dampare. And yet and resign and as a own free office. Because agenda no more the man on one fulfill it. Because intiba as a possible there is one person use state security no. Now and be sure because now they wanted to use the state security, but I think that election in Ghana for any item at that way point and to me and possible. God bless.